This is the Irontrader. The pits closed at 2:30. That's about 45 minutes ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have the old Crude daily chart. Let me bigger up a little bit here, see what we went on today. Yes, look what we have here. Now, Friday we had a red candle and it finished below this key 50 SMA. But you notice today we put it in a lower low, but now you're above this key level here, which is 72.88, and your 8 SMA here, which is 72.96. So this is going to be your key area of support along now with this 50 SMA at 73.69. So support, resistance now becomes support. Okay, let's see what we have here. Now, the high today was 75.46. We were trading against this candle here at 75.25. You went up a little bit, and then we closed at basically at 74.74. Now, your next level here of resistance is going to be this 76.18. Very, very key level. If we can get above, then we look to this candle at 76.76, and then we look 77.75, which is your key 200-day. If you can get above, well, then we have a nice target up there at 80.05. Your RSI, plenty of room to run on the upside. And your MACD, well, let's see, your green is above your red. Very, very bullish. Now, again, we look at this and you say, well, okay, we had a nice run up. But again, this is still just sideways action off of this double bottom. If you look at the bottom of this candle, you're looking at 70.50. If we look to the bottom of this candle, you're looking at 70.47. So that was your double bottom, and then we had a nice rally up. Now we go back a little bit here, 70.13. We look at this candle, 70.06, double bottom. We had a nice rally up. So is it going to do the same thing and stay within these price channels here, or is it going to break out? Now, again, on the downside, you want to watch this key 50 SMA, 73.69, and then we have your 8 SMA, 72.97, and your 21-day at 72.89 here. So this is all basically right here. But I do like this 8 SMA here now is cranked up above the 21-day. The question is, will it last, or is it just going to be a sideways action? Now, if this support levels are lost, then we'll come to this candle at 72.10. This candle at 71.23, and then this candle here sitting at 70.50. If that's lost, we'll come over to this candle at 70.06, and then we come to this candle at 69.28, which is basically your price channel, which is leveling off very, very nice. This is why you want to use the price channel. You can see here now just an easy, nice trading range. The question is here, is it going to go high and break above that 76.18 and tag that 200-day? Or is it just going to come right and just sell right off, just like this double bottom did right here? And we'll have to see how this is all going to shake out. So when the futures open tonight at 6 p.m., you want to take a look at this the same way with tomorrow morning to see if this is going to go higher. Now, if it does sell off, but it holds this key 50 SMA, or it holds your 8-day or your 21-day, well, that's going to be a nice, good scalping opportunity, just like it was here today with the UCO. Now, today on UCO was a really good scalp. I got a point out of that. That was very good. I'm trading 5,000 shares. So that UCO was a really, really good scalp. The reason I took it is because you're holding these key levels and you're blasted above that 50. Now, I was always pointing out this 50, how it's just coming down and down like a water slide here. And then we have this, which is now rising up. So something always has to give when those meet. So you're either going to blast down. Right now, it looks like it wants to move on up. All right, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. All right, weekly, monthly. Now, we want to look here on the upside is we want to look at this key level, 73.34. Right now, real-time price, 74.78. So we're right above, and we have a nice target up here on this 8 SMA sitting there at 78.71. A little bit up above there, but that's a nice target range. Now, the key here on the downside is this 50 SMA, which it has been holding very, very nice. So when you look at the 50-day here, see how many times it held it? And then look at here. How many times has this held this 50 SMA, and then now she's going to try to run right on up. So basically here what we have is you got to watch that 50, that 200-day, and then possibly a nice launch into that 78.7. Now, it's only the 22nd of the month, so we have plenty of time here. Again, this is a monthly chart, so you got some days. Here, let's say on this weekly. Well, the weekly is really nice. This is the key on support on a closing basis. Now, if you watch the videos, you'll notice that I put in a low, a higher low, a higher low, and now we have a higher low. So far, this is very good. This could even come right down even lower, down to your 200-day or even lower, but this is a nice series of higher lows here. That's always very good. Another thing I like about this is look at this MACD. All right, so when MACD comes down and you'll sell it right up. But look when that green gets above that red, what happens? You just rally up nice. Now, it looks like it wants to curl up here. The key is for that green to get back above that red, and then we can run this up much higher. So what you want to do is look at this 77.36, and then you want to look at that 200-day on the daily chart that I just showed you. That is key. And then above here, we have a nice 79.55 level. Very, very nice. And then we have other targets up here because if you look at the daily, you had a 100-day in the 80 range. Very, very nice. So you have a lot of resistance up here, but you also have really good support, which is holding. Now, I've been pointing out this 8 SMA here. As that 8 SMA comes down and the 200 runs goes up, you're going to get some kind of a deflection. And look how nice this 8 days so far looks like it just wants to curl right on up. Just like we had here. And what happens when that price gets above? Look how that goes all the way up until you lose that 8 SMA, and then you're fighting it the whole way. So downside, key levels, 72.89 and 71.58. Very, very key. If that's lost, then we look to the bottom here, 70.50, 70.13, 69.28, 68.80, and then your retest, 67.71. That's only if you lose this key 200 SMA. But you're looking really good here now because you're above that 8 SMA. Upside, you want to watch that 77.36 and this 21 there at 79.55 if it goes there. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. All right, natural gas. Here was your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now, if you watched my video this morning, you'll notice I pointed out that double top. Anytime you get a double top, especially when you get a lower high, she's going to come right on down. And it did. But, big but here, we have to watch this 2.31, the price channel. Okay, this is why you put price channel, makes it very easy. So we're looking at this 2.31 so far as holding it. If we can get there, hold that, then you can trade it against this 2.23. So what you have basically is a double bottom with a higher low. Very, very nice. On the upside, we have to look at that 8 SMA, very, very clear, 2.41, and then we want to watch that 21-day, and you want to watch your 200 SMA, that 2.66. Now, here we can see that we have that gap, okay, down here. Now, it hasn't filled here yet, but you're working yourself up. And now look at this 8 SMA. So now your price is above that key 8 SMA. See how nice that works? See, right above that. As long as that 8 SMA holds, you're doing good. Now, if it's lost, then we look to that 2.37. You have 2.32, and then you have your retest here at 2.31. On the upside, you need to get above this price channel at 2.47, and then you can rally to that 2.51, which is basically your gap fill, and I'll show you that on a daily chart, which we're going to look at right now. Okay, Natty, daily chart. Well, we have an indecision candle going on here, but there's your bottom, that 2.31, and then we want to look at this here. That's that 2.23. So far, it's holding in there very, very nicely. Now, this candle here at that 2.31, we always have to look to the left of the chart here, 2.29. See, that was your support, but you put in a little bit higher low, so that's really nice. So that could be a possible double bottom. It doesn't always have to come all the way down. Just always look to the left, and that can give you your support. Now, on the upside, we want to look at today's highs. That's at 2.47. That's going to be your gap. And then we want to look to the bottom of this candle, which is basically 2.514. there's your fill. Okay, so gap, fill. So when the futures open here at 6 or tomorrow morning, however you trade, we got if you're long, you want to make sure that that gap gets filled. If it does, then you got a good shot up here at that 2.66. But there is resistance ahead. So we follow these candles all the way on up. So what do we have? 2.52, and then we have 2.537. And we can come up here, you got 2.58 before we hit that 2.66, which is your 200-day. Now, if you can get above that 200, then we have 2.74, which is your 21-day, you have your 50-day, you have your 8 SMA here, and you have your 100. What I don't like about this is, see this 8 SMA? It's just like here. And what happens when that 8 SMA rolls over? See that price? You're fighting it. See the price? You're fighting it all the way on up. Now we got to see, even if this does rally up, you got a lot of big time resistance, not just the candlesticks here, but your SMAs. So that's what we have to watch, because your 21 looks like it's rolling, your 50 days rolling, and your 8-day is definitely rolling. Now, I'm not saying that can't just reverse just like this and shoot right back up, but we have to have some kind of a catalyst to do that. So on the downside, you want to watch today's lows at that 2.31. And if that is lost, we'll come here, 2.27, and then your big retest is sitting at 2.235. Now, when you look here at your RSI, well, that's got plenty of room to go on the downside. And I don't like this at all here. Your green is below your red. It just hooked over. That's not good. So even if this rallies up, you know, you have a lot of resistance here. But again, it could be a very good trade from, say, this point all the way to the 200-day. So don't be afraid to do the old scalp ski, because that can be a really good trade also. So that's what we have to keep in mind. So again, watch the 200-day. And if you can get above, then we have your 21-day, your 50, your 8, and your 100. And then this gap and this fill is going to be crucial. So 247 on the top, and then that bottom at 2.51 on the bottom. That needs to be filled. Get that out of the way, and then she can either rally up. On the bottom here, watch today's lows. When that futures open, make sure that it holds at 2.31. Otherwise, we could come all the way down. Oh, what did I do there? We could come all the way down here to this candle right here at 2.23. So that is basically what the natty gas is doing. So let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. All right, monthly chart. Well, you can see what's happening on a monthly. You put a big topping tail in here, and now we're down a set. But what we have to watch on the upside is this 2.80. You need to climb back above that 8 SMA to give you a shot to go up. That's on the monthly, but you got some time left. This here is very crucial level, is you have to hold that 2.235. That is your price channel, which is basically that candle here. So we have to catch that in order to move on up. Now, on the upside, well, we have a lot of resistance. You have that 2.63, 2.66, and then above that, your 21-day at 2.86. So a lot of resistance going on up here, even if this can get off the old schneid. So we got to see. Now, again, if this is lost this key level, this price channel, if that is lost at that 2.23, you can work yourself all the way on down. So what do we have here? Let's see what we got. You got 2.20. We have 2.17, 2.13. We have 2.03, and then you can work your way all the way down to 1.946. So this price channel, that is going to be very, very crucial on a closing basis. You need to close above that key 2.23. Okay, that's what I got for you on the crude and natural gas. Now remember, natural gas, the contract roll will be this Sunday. Crude had it last Sunday. And then your API report will be out tomorrow at 4:30. Now, North Dakota came out, and they're having real problems with all that cold weather. So they're not going to be pumping the oil. 300,000-400,000 barrels are going to be per day. They're going to be short. And on natural gas, you could be all the way up to 95 to 110 billion cubic feet. So you have to watch that. Well, that could give a little bit bump to oil, a little bit bump to natural gas. So always stay on top of all the old info. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow before 8 o'clock, and we'll do her again.